We are back. So, let's rumble into... Oh, wow! Look at the size of my face. I shouldn't be that big. Ooh, let's make me smaller. Ta-da! God, if you'd seen this stream previous, you'd have presumed I knew what I was doing. But instead, I do not. Anyway, what have we got? No, not that one. Korea. Circuit Zolder. It's a lovely circuit. Let's have a little practice.
Green light, give it all you can.
Alright. Oh, I sounded like Limp Bizkit then. See the stream right there. The audio sounds horrible. Does that sound bad? That sounds a bit better. That sounds a lot better. Oh, does that? Oh, does... Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. say hello if you join the stream. Be nice to have a chat. Just trying to find a good setup for the car right now. Trying to average probably 1 minute 30 laps. It's not bad. It's not good either. I would normally cut that. But I am trying not to die. Like that. Emphasis on how bad the last lap was. I totally messed up the previous lap just then and did 1:31.1, so possibly add a bit of camber to the left. Problem is, there's only 10 minutes of qualifying. Practice, beg your pardon. It's not a lot of time to set up a car. Slight lift there. Better lap. Yeah, I missed my breaking point. Touch more camber, that should do the trick. That's not right. That's not right. We're gonna go to Monza. Alright, go on then. After you. I have to back off from this guy. Cool. Trigger happy. Ah. Wasn't a bad lap either. Move the brake bias, see if that helps. Much better.
Well done, mate. Personal best. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Come on. Oh. try and overtake into the chicane. Okay, so what we've worked out is practice is a nightmare with AI. However, times look good. I just need to find myself some space, which on this Imola circuit is not easy. Just closing up too fast. Okay. I think we'll give some space now. We'll back off. There's 3 cars behind me, so I'll move over and let those float by.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
There goes one. Two. And 3. Second by 1,000th of a second. I couldn't sneeze faster than that. Track limits there will get you every time. Poor section. Oh, exactly the same lap time as the Audi. But you wouldn't get any closer than that. I think I lost about 0.3 of a second in the last 2 corners. Bring it, Audi.
But not me. The fastest lap so far.
Oh dear. Always trying to stay away from that curb. It's on the exit there. One, there's track limits that'll have you, but two, it's so bumpy. Not the best lap. A couple of mistakes. Ran wide into turn 4. Still quite respectable. It's the downshift there. And track limits. We've got 10 minutes left in the session, so we'll concentrate more on the race pace now. If we can maintain a 144, 145, yeah, we'll take that for now. A little bit more work to do in the setup, but it's looking good. It's nice and stable. Well, with me behind the wheel anyway. Probably one of the most difficult corners on the circuit. Okay, we've got one more lap. Oh, come on. Okay. 2 minutes left in the session. Set up. Probably going to drop the rears back. I think that's probably for the best. We're not going to get another lap in. Just take a look at the timetables. I knew I was fast in sector 1. A tenth slower in sector 2. There's not much in that though, is there? 0.2 of a second. Mind you, it's practice, so. We'll see if we can hold on to that for practice 1. Okay. Excuse me. So we're on to practice 2. No racing yet. Just practice. 2 hours of Imola. 100% difficulty. 90% aggression rate. And some idiot behind the steering wheel who pretends to know what they're doing. That would be me. Alright. Oh! Do say hello if you're watching. Little comment. Say hello. I'll promise to respond in the most friendly, timely manner. Might be with a grunt, but you know, we live in hope. Alright. So 1:44.6 was my lap time. Last time, found that the dampeners did brilliant in Sector 1. Sector 2 was a bit of a unpredictable bounce, so reduced the rears back to how they were. Hopefully has made some difference. Made a massive effect on this sector. Over the curbs was brilliant. Unfortunately, coming to Sector 2, car tried to kill me, which I'll blame the car, makes me sound brilliant. I'm sandwiched at the minute between BMW and a McLaren. Yes, BMW McLaren sandwich. Let's get past this BMW. Bit of clear track ahead. Typical BMW driver, not indicating. Cobwebs on the stick and all. Not there, not there, come on. Good drive out of here, should easily have him on the inside.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
God, it's almost like I knew what I was doing. Can already notice the difference over them bumps with the rears being reduced on the dampers in Sector 1, but setting up your cars it's like asking a child to behave all day. You've got to find the right balance. Being a bit tentative at the minute on this lap, just finding out. Like I say, the last time I went round here flat out on the practice 1, car tried to kill me, so I don't want that to happen again. Hannes is set at 1:44.9, which is nice. We know we can go faster than that. car felt... It's not felt bad actually, nice and stable. I know it's not my fastest lap, wow, it's like a second off the pace. Well, my pace. Too much curb. Too much curve into turn 1. Front right's overheating a bit. Bad corner for track limits, that. I see. Just a bit more push in there and we've pulled that second back. Car's feeling a lot more stable. 144.2 predicted at the minute. Oh no. 144.1. Which is nice. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. Problem is, it's like dangling a carrot in front of a rabbit. It's now I'm going to be chasing for that 143. Whoever thought you'd heard the term rabbit and carrot on a set of course of competizione? I do like this Monza track. Monza. Ooh. Amateur mistake. Imola. If I hadn't braked too early into the penultimate corner, maybe we could have had a 143 then, a 144.046. Well, I know there's time to be had. Oh, not doing that though. Okay. It's all good. Back end's getting away a bit. Under braking. So let's have a look at brake bias is 61%. Let's move that 62 and let's drop that front anti-roll bar. See how that is. Like I say, do say hello in the chat. I don't bite. Well, unless you're a biscuit. That's ridiculous. Fastest lap time by nearly half a second, and I've only got one purple sector. Now, I know that I can get that purple in one, but we're nearly 3/10 off in the middle sector. Lap time comparable to 8th place. Not good. Well, it's okay. Work to do in sector 1. Let's go. You can always add me on, follow me on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Discord. Join the Discord server at Tr4ction R4cing. Facebook at Tr4ction R4cing. Discord at Tr4ction R4cing. Just said that. At Twitch, twitch.tv/Tr4ction R4cing. You get the idea. It's all Tr4ction. Oh, it's funny when you play computer games, you play sim racing offline and you race against 100% AI and you're trying to find the extra 10 just to be consistently faster. Think you're doing great, and then you go online against multiplayer and anyway, concentration. Got a bit of a clear track ahead, which is good. Just set the brake bias, added a percent on that, took a bit off the anti-roll bar on the front. I'm going to see if we can get a bit more stable, because as much as I'm a fan of the hot laps, I ain't doing a hot lap for every for 2 hours. Just had a shower, don't fancy sweating for that period of time. If you are watching and you do play ACC, let me know. If you've raced on this track before, you've got a fast lap time, let me know. I wouldn't mind beating it or trying. So this is the sector I'm struggling on. 3/10 apparently. Cutting the corner like that isn't going to help. Okay. So even though I'm 3/10 down, I've noticed already that it's much more stable under braking. That'll be the brake bias change that I made. But obviously, you know, you want some rear with brake bias. Helps with the back end sliding of the car, especially to like a corner like here. You can brake late, put the nose in and get the back end out, but not on that occasion. They're really inviting these corners to just power on. Lull you in, you think you can fire on the power, and then it's just spitting you out. probably overdriving right now. Yeah, lap time's suffering now, 1:44.7, 1:44.8. I'm hesitant to say that it's the setup change that I made just yet. Given that the brakes are a bit more responsive, I'm still braking in the same positions that I was on the previous lap. I think I can give it a little bit more now, so we'll play around and see if we can get a bit later on the brakes. That was much better. Okay, looking good so far. Oh, track limits. This is what I've learned so far with Imola. It's wants you to believe it's your best friend. And then it'll have you. Bit late into turn one. It's just a scruffy lap all in that. Do comment in the chat. We can have a little discussion. Be nice to get to know everybody. I would say I can multitask, but clearly I can't do this at the minute, right? Never mind. Yeah, I'm stuck in traffic now, so it's probably a good time to drop into the pits. 10 laps of fuel, so I put in 50 litres, so it's giving me 14 laps, which is good. But I don't know about anybody else, but I generally do that in practice. Just to get an idea for the race. Obviously 2-hour races, I'm going to have a couple of pit stops, but I want to know what I can do. Okay, let's have a gander. So I got Sector 1 in the end. I knew I could. Sector 2 though, I'm still a few tenths off. If you've got any ideas of what you've seen, Sector 2 is... There you go. So it's breaking into the first... breaking into the second chicane. Hairpin up around the sweeper. I mean, it could be anything really. It could be out breaking too early going into this section here. Oh, I hear those plates crapping. Let's give it another whirl. Any advice, let me know. So it's coming into here. This is sector 2 from the breaking point. It'd be really cool and professional if I knew the names of the corners. The only one I do know is the infamous Tamburello first chicane where Ayrton Senna tragically lost his life before it was a chicane. I believe it was made into a chicane after his death. Now I've got a car behind me. It's Goodwin. Now normally you should let them pass because they're on a flying lap and I'm not. However, I want the track space and I am quicker. We've heard that in Formula 1 before. Kimi is faster than you. Oh no, sorry, what was it? Fernando is faster than you. Felipe, Fernando is faster than you. Anyway. I'm trying too hard. I would say it's probably one of the most difficult braking points on the circuit. There's two, there's that one, the second chicane, and if somebody can tell me the name of the chicane, it would be, well, it'd make me look amazing, but second chicane at Imola, and this is probably the second hardest, although I can get it. And I do know it. Anyway. That little off-track excursion has cost me track position. So there's no guarantee this 143 is coming. However, I am running 50 litres of fuel, so qualifying should be able to get into that. Oh, it's got a little safety rating bonus there. Something else I do quite often is a little AI race. Hour long, something like that. Nice. Yeah, start from the back of the grid. Work my way up through the field slowly. The aim isn't to win the race, the aim is to get as close to the other cars as possible and get that safety rating up. Currently it's 85, which is pleasantly good, but then a couple of online races will steal that away from you. First corner heroes, that sort of thing. As in case you didn't know with ACC, if you have an accident, regardless of whether it's your fault, you both get penalised. So you got first corner at Monza. Oh my god. You spend more time approaching. That's a shame. Yeah, you spend more time approaching the first corner looking in your rearview mirror than you do in the looking forward. Anyway, that should have been my fastest lap. Oh, not now. What a time. Well, traffic is... I did a race on the, I don't know if anybody's got the British GT pack, the DLC, but you can race with the mixed grids on the GT4 cars. I'm not sure if you can do it with any other circuits, but you can mix race with the GT4s, and that is that's a challenge. You know, getting stuck behind GT4 cars when you're in GT3, you don't realise how fast the GT3s are until you get in them.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I think I just touched him then, yep. Oh, it goes from bad to worse. I know it's not his job to move over and let me pass, but it's cost me a safety rating penalty, a decent lap time. You would argue though that I should just pass him, but I kind of didn't pass him because I didn't want the safety rating penalty, which I got anyway, so. It's quite a close grid though in terms of pace. I mean, this guy is 24th out of 30 and he's not exactly slow. lunge it. So take a dive. He doesn't. Thanks for the like, Will. I was going to go for the dive, but I'm a little bit too far back. Okay, that ends free practice 2. Didn't get that 143, but I will in qualifying. I'm adamant I will. Let's have a look. Yeah. Sector 2's had me. Sector 2. Do say hello in the chat. I've got a couple of minutes where I can take abuse, or whatever it is. There we go. Alright, qualifying 1. I'm happy enough with the setup. I think with a low fuel load I can hit a 143. Although I should probably set the low fuel load level. Uh, 3.25 litres a lap. 18 litres. Be a couple of runs at it. Not that I doubt myself much. Okay. Rev that engine like I know what I'm doing. Don't forget when you play a Assetto Corsa Competizione, you're not fast unless you turn your lights on when you're driving. It's a fact. Adds at least half a second to your lap time. I have read that somewhere. I think it's boy racer mentality. No. I used to have a Vauxhall Astra in beige gold. I drove that car for 2 years without a radiator. And rather than spend the 60 odd quid to get the radiator fixed, I spent 40 quid on blue racing stripes for it. Priorities. I don't care if it doesn't work, I want it to look fast. It really didn't look fast. Beige gold and blue, dark blue at that. Twin racing stripes. Oh, I think this was at the time where it was really popular to have M3 mirrors. You know, the BMW M3 mirrors that were like super slim for rallying. Well, I think around that time they released them for like all different cars, so you could have M3 mirrors on anything. And I put M3 mirrors on a Vauxhall Astra 1.6. Yeah, I mean, this wasn't even anything that was like remotely good. No radiator, dark blue racing stripes, and me as the driver.
Clear on the right.
But it worked. Good. Well, it didn't work. I ran out of fuel on the way to work too many times. yeah, this car. Back to the thing anyway. Look, even that Bentley behind me's got his lights on. He knows. Well, he's not going to be behind me much longer. I'm not concentrating. I've got a clear track. All the talk of my old Vauxhall Astras got me excited. Anyway, I can tell you some stories about the cars I've driven. Yes, I know, cut detected. I'm not counting this lap. Don't forget we are streaming across 3 platforms, Facebook, YouTube and Twitch. Let me know what platform you're watching on. Be interesting to know. Do you know what? I should really get a car which has got the gold and the blue racing stripes on it. Back to the days of the Astra. I know Vauxhall on in the GT Championship, but I'd give them a run for the money. Okay, solid first sector. Not bad. Oh dear. Terrible. It's so deceiving, that hairpin. And that corner as well. It's not a bad lap though. Doesn't feel like one of the best laps, but it's not bad. I like it when you have the laps that aren't or don't feel brilliant, because if it is good, you know you can improve so much. Let's see, is it a 143? Oh wow. I'll take that. I'm running out of fuel now, but I'll take that 143. That's the best I've ever done. And it felt crap. Sorry, I should probably put a disclaimer that every now and again I might say something slightly abusive. I don't mean to aim at anybody apart from me, but if you're a little bit sensitive to profanities, then I'm sorry. You can timestamp this in the stream at 1 hour 31 minutes that I apologised for any upcoming and previous profanities. I'm sure there's going to be a few more to come. Now, when you've got a grid of 30 cars all barreling down towards the first chicane, Tamburello at Imola, I'm fairly certain I might get a little annoyed. Yes, mate. Punto van. It wasn't a Punto van though. You're getting 2 vehicles there mixed up. There was the caddy van, which, oh yeah, the caddy van which had the Firestone tyres on it. A heap of crap van with the most. In fact, still to this day, they're probably the best tyres I've ever had on a van, on a vehicle. Firestones, yeah, on a Volkswagen Caddy van. Oh my god. No, that was the Punto. The third gear was the Punto. The Caddy had all 5 gears and the biggest roll in the chassis ever. Okay, we're not gonna get another run at this, which is a shame. Yeah, the Punto had no third gear. That was funny. Scream it in first, scream it in second, and then die in fourth because there was just nothing there. Still to this day, the best tyres I've ever had. Firestones. I know. I always got to have time for a smoke. I think that was in the Punto. That was. Yeah, that was in the Punto. That was a flat out race. Not that I condone racing like that on the roads, because that would be bad. But this did happen on public roads where the speed limits were adhered to, and yeah, just in case anybody decides to pull me up on that. Anyway, 1:43.6 is the fastest, and look at that. Oh, I still can't get the fastest second. Which have you got? Have you got Assetto Corsa or Assetto Corsa Competizione? They are 2 different games, and it's. I mean, it's different. Yeah. Get Competizione. The only difference between them is it's Competizione is specific for GT racing, so it's the GT4s, GT3s, and Assetto Corsa, as far as I can tell, is predominantly project cars, just slightly better, I believe. But that depends on your take. I never did get fully onto Project Cars 2. We had some good races though on Project Cars 1. That was good. It's pants. Apparently Project Cars 3 is getting an absolute slating. Apparently that's that's not good. Yeah, the time penalties on Project Cars 2 are bad. They're not great, to be honest, on ACC. You have to be here in Imola. 2 corners. They're very anal about track limits, so you have to be very careful about that. But Project Cars 2, yeah, no, it did. It was pretty bad for the old track cuts. What was that noise? Was that me? Or was it the game? I don't know. Hey, do you like my Batman? Look at this dude. I think it's... Oh, it is the game. I got this Batman nearly a year ago, and I still to this day I've never found a place for it to live. Yeah, apparently so. Apparently so. It opens tomorrow. So I've been taking all my stuff to Tells. Alright, next session. Another qualifying session. No, you're not. There is a few others, but it's multi-streamed over Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. So currently, you're the only one that's chatting. Probably makes it look like I'm talking to myself, because I can see yours, but you probably can't see everybody else's. Have you ever thought about getting a racing sim set up? Hang on, I'll read that in a second. Right. No, I'm using Thrustmaster. I was using the Logitech G920 for a while, but the Logitech G920 is gear driven, whereas the Thrustmaster stuff, well, I think most of it upwards from the cheap stuff, but the T300 RS, the TXRW are all belt driven, so I made the upgrade from mechanical servos to belt driven with the Thrustmaster, which is, to be honest, it's well there. Like, I didn't think it would be that much of a jump going from the belt, going from the mechanical to the belt, but to be honest, it's like night and day. Obviously, there's more. I've had to turn the force feedback down in the game since I got the Thrustmaster, because it's so strong compared to what I was used to with the Logitech, and that's just the wheel and servo base. The pedals, the Logitech pedals, again, they're nice, but the Thrustmaster pedals, there's much more input into them. They're much more suited to sim racing than the Logitech. So I guess all in all, the conclusion would be that if you want a sim race, start base level should be Thrustmaster, T300 RS. I think they're about 300 quid, aren't they? And then you can go upgrade to the TXRW Pro, which is what I'm using. I'm currently waiting on a new steering wheel, a GT3 steering wheel, which is supposed to arrive tomorrow. At the minute, I'm using the standard TXRW wheel, which is surprisingly good actually, but I wanted all the buttons, changing things like brake bias, traction control settings, ABS, mid race, rather than having to go into the menu to do it. I didn't realise you were the Thrustmaster one. I would have ordered my stuff through you. Ah, right, okay. That's good. Was anybody reseller before that, or is it a new thing? Because, I mean, obviously, Curry's would be the place to go. Mega? There is a Manx Sim Racing page. I'll invite you to it if you're not already on it, because it'd be good to get the knowledge out there anyway. No, I didn't think they did, given that they sell everything. Well, they'll only go as far as selling Thrustmaster and Logitech in terms of gaming wheels and pedals. The next step up is Fanatec Club Sports and the CSL Elites, which Curry's won't sell. And there's a massive shortage online because of some boat that got stuck in the Suez Canal. Well, it's not just that, it's coronavirus, and sim racing's taken a massive spike in interest. I should stop hitting that inside curve. Yeah, there is a backlog, big one. 20 PC cases. I stripped my PC case open today because I bought it obviously and it was full of dust. All the filters were... Oh, bastard. Sorry, swearing, my bad. Yeah. To be honest, I had to Google how to open it. It's been a while since I worked on a desktop PC. Oh, are you kidding me? I didn't hit him. Oh, that's the other thing about ACC, mate. I see in the top right hand corner. You've got championship points. Disowns me. Yeah, championship points. You've got racecraft, safety rating, I don't know what PC is. You've also got car control. Which apparently mine's only 88. Sucks to be me. Consistency and trust points. Oh shit.
Please try to stay on the track.
Yeah, those points. So you can't race online. No, it was trail braking gone wrong. Yeah, those points in ACC. You can't play online unless you've got like a safety rating of above, I think it's 60, and then you can't go onto competition server until it's above 78. But you get penalised if someone hits you, just as much as you get penalised if you hit someone. So you've really got to stay away from any form of contact. But sometimes it's unavoidable. Anyway, let's have a little intermission break. Yeah, and the thing is with it is once you imagine it to be like it takes ages to get 1 point. You've got to be racing hard and close for like 3 laps. Well, maybe not 3 laps, but you know what I mean, hard and close, and then you'll get up a point, so you'll move from 60 to 61. But then the minute you have 1 contact, that'll drop like right down to back to 60. And you can't, like I say, you can probably play online privately with friends, but you won't be able to join any of the open lobbies or anything like that. But that said, there's still online, there's still so many first corner heroes, so many of them. You go into Monza, you're coming down to the first chicane, and you spend more time looking in your rear view mirror than you do forwards, because you're just going to get punted. Oops. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you are used to Wreckfest. I did wonder actually what Wreckfest would be like on a wheel and pedal set. I reckon it would be quite fun. Nah, it wouldn't be a nightmare. I reckon it would be quite fun. In VR as well. That would make it so sick. I remember that time when we played Project Cars, and I told you all that I just got VR, and you just all targeted me, like. Oh yeah, the loop on Wreckfest, that would be mega. That would be mega, to be fair. This screen's still horny. Let's see what we've got. Okay.
Green light, go, go, go.
Hey, to be fair, I've spent, how long have I spent now? Best part of 4 years with that laptop, and it ran VR and everything else absolutely fine, so it's done good. I found the unboxing video that I did for the. Do you remember? I don't want to try yours. I've just got my new computer, which feels amazing. I'm going to jump on yours, and mine will be back in the Stone Age. Well, thanks for the offer. I don't even. Well, I know what the 3090 is. 5950. That's a processor, right? That's an AMD processor, I think. '16-core 32. Yes. Look at that. I'm still got it. I can tell the difference between my AMD and my Nvidia. Intel is what I meant to say. Nah, I was looking at a 3070 rig. Well, you priced one up for me, a 3070 rig. But because of lockdown, it wasn't viable really to go for that. So I virtually went for a direct, well, not a direct replacement from my laptop, but a better alternative. And to be fair, I get, what am I getting now? 70 frames per second. With graphics set on, I think, high or epic, and streaming. 4 3060s and 3070s in stocks. What's the price on a 3070? Just asking for a friend. £780. Is that good? I bought my whole computer for less than that. And it came with a keyboard and mouse and screen. I know they are out of stock everywhere. I've read people are saying the only way you can get one is by pre-build. You're a reselling whore, you, aren't you? Do you have like Nvidia t-shirts and stuff like that that you walk around in with your build at IM? We should get them to sponsor Ladzilla. That'd be pretty wicked. What, mouse mats getting printed with Nvidia on them and build at IM? I did tell you I'll sponsor Zilla. Not quite as epic as SteelSeries or Nvidia, but you know. Ah, right. Did you see my new van? I reckon you'd love that. It's automatic as well. No, I've not got the 4x4 anymore. I've got a Transit Custom. They are nice, to be fair. Mine's dark grey. Hi. Hi. Yeah, dark grey. It's 170 brake horsepower though, it's mega. And it's automatic. I just casually chatting away to you and just putting a 143.7. Oh, and my car control's gone up. I don't know why. Was that crazy? It's fine. I wasn't going to have enough fuel to run the lap anyway. The Fiesta doesn't like anything over 100 miles an hour. I don't think anything likes over 100 miles an hour. It wobbles and shit. Well, that's just because you're driving. That's not because it's a Fiesta. It's 4-speed auto. 6-speed, I think. My Transit is. It's dead nice. Go on my Facebook. I know. I think I only posted it to story. I'll send you a picture of it. As I've not got enough time to put in a faster lap time than that. That 2-hour race coming up now. I'll send you a picture of it. They are. Hey, which one? Which one? Oh. Yes. Okay. Go on then. Ugh. Hi. Oh yeah, I had to have the racing stripes. Brought back the memories of the Astras. Although these aren't blue, so, you know. Right, I'm going to nip to the toilet before I get cracking on this. This one's not all camping. No, it's not. It's not for camping, no. Although you could. You know me, I could convert anything to camping. But this particular one is not. It's just for cleaning and such. Right, I will be back in a few minutes. Volvos, they are nice. I don't blame her, to be fair. Remember my Volvo? Oh, bravissimo. I'll leave you with a little replay to watch for now. I'm just going to go to the toilet. hours in. Oh, look, it posted it twice. It's like an echo. Current spec is GTX 1080, i7 7700, 750 watt power supply, and what else is there? Like an Asus motherboard. Yeah. To be honest, there's 16 gig of RAM as well. There is good room for improvement in it. Obviously, the PCIe 3 slots on the motherboard allow for 3070, 3060, 3080, 3090 cards, which is good. Yeah, well, as you know, in the laptop, in the laptop I ran. What did I run in the laptop? 7700 HQ, which was good, but that's where the bottleneck is. You see, yeah, 7700 HQ. That's where not the bottleneck, but that's where the problem came into. I was able to run a set of course, a competizione on the 1070. On medium to high graphics on its own at about 40 frames per second, 50 frames per second sort of thing. However, as soon as you introduce a streaming software, I mean, this one's currently using 24% of the CPU, and yet I'm still getting 70, 75 frames per second in game. It made it virtually impossible to stream and play. But you know, this GTX 1080 does. I mean, the motherboard itself. If I'm gonna upgrade the CPU in time, I probably will upgrade the motherboard with that, because I mean a motherboard, I don't know the cost, but you're probably looking at about 100 quid, aren't you, for a decent motherboard, whereas the CPU you're probably looking at 400 or 500 quid. So when I upgrade the CPU, I'll do the motherboard as well. But this computer that I bought was purely to just replace the laptop. An i5-10400F is 140 quid. And what's that in comparison to the 770? The i7 770? I mean, 7700. I mean, I know the numbers already sort of say, yeah, it's better. 2 more cores and 4 more threads. So we'll run a 15% faster. Yeah, I mean, that, so straight away, the thing is, where I'm at is currently it's not struggling with this at all, which is good. Current IS 3. No, okay. IS 3. Yeah, so if I upgraded the graphics card, like let's say I did it tomorrow, the CPU would still be bottlenecking, wouldn't it?
Stay double file.
Yeah. Race 1. Oh, eyes on the prize. Don't forget to turn your lights on, makes you faster. Oh no. Nobody's seen that then.
Good luck. Give it all you can.
With ACC, you do run with ABS and traction control, but they do in real life anyway. One of the things that I'm missing is options on the steering wheel. The best way you can do it is adjust it per corner. So like here, I'd probably reduce the traction control slightly, give me better drive out. Whereas here, I'd probably increase it to stop the spin. But that's true to life in GT racing. They're changing the traction control ABS every corner really. Obviously in Formula 1, I don't race with any assists on whatsoever. Because that again is true to life, and that's the way I've always raced in any game. Whatever they do in real life, I'll always try and replicate. That last corner there that I've just come out of, always get a wheel spin on there. So if I had a little switch on my wheel, which tomorrow I will, I can up the traction control to exit out of that corner a lot better than what I just did. Oh, that's not good. tyres. You can't dive there, mate. Cold tyres. Oh, he's gone for it.
Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Not a good start to that race. Lap 2, dropped down to 4th. And that all was because of the mistakings at the first corner. But if I can stick with them, which I should be able to do, 1:45.9 is their lap time, so I can best that, but this is good for my safety rating right now. So what you'll find now as well is, because there's it's a 2-hour enduro race, I've gone for the first stint with a full fuel load on. So that could be hampering my progress a little bit as well. My second stint, I've gone for a half load, so I could well find myself coming back toward the midsection of the race. So what's the leader done as he crosses the line? A 1:45.1, and I did a 1:45.3, so 0.2 off, which isn't bad. And if you can hold, there's no guarantee, of course, that they're running heavier fuel loads or the same fuel loads, but it's quite likely that they'll pit. I've got 31 laps of fuel left on board, so it's quite likely that they'll pit. I don't know, maybe 5-10 laps before me. The one thing I don't get about this game, so on the last lap I was 0.2 slower than the leader. Alright, he's 2.6 ahead of me on the road. 2.5 now, so let's keep an eye out as we cross the line. It's 2.5 again. I know, yeah. He's done the exact same lap time. And so have I. Well, I've lost 2/10 on him, but apparently I've gained 2/10 on him. Too much inside curve there, you see. Well, we are faster in the first sector. A lot faster than we should be. In qualifying, I was always losing out on sector 2, which is this sector that I'm on now, which is quite evident that I am. Dog. Yes, I did just say dogged out loud. It was a dog trying to get a cuddle. So I'm apparently dropping into the 144s. Top left you can see the predicted time. Just lost out again there, 145 dead. Holding pace with the leader though, which is good. I've just bested his fastest lap by 1,000 millithousandths of a whatever it is. Believe it or not, it's the first race I've ever had round Imola in this game. I'm normally quite partial to Monza or Zolder. Give them the flash of the lights, let them know I'm here. Oops. Just got off-sighted there by the car ahead and missed my braking point. One of the hardest things that I've found so far in this game is it's not the overtaking. It's when you catch someone, keeping a distance, a manageable distance. It's far too easy to just get super close and then if my theory is correct and they're running lighter fuel loads, I'm in a really good position later on down the race. Oh, I don't want to be doing that too often. Starting to come under a little bit of pressure from the Ferrari behind. Is 1.3 seconds. Okay, this could be the fastest lap of the race. Yep.
Well done, mate. We're good with
It's a terrible place to try and overtake. Back out.
that. Alright.
I think they're lighter. I'll find out soon enough, but I'm not able to keep a good exit out, and it could be down to my driving, but you know, I could adjust the traction control up. I'm running at traction 2 at the minute. I could adjust the traction control up and see if that helps my drive out the corners, but if you can see on the dashboard there's 2 green lights either side of the rev counter. Now when you start sliding, or your wheels are spinning up, they'll turn like a purpley colour. So I don't think I'm spinning up out the corners. You see it on the dashboard, left and right of the rev counter, there's 2 lights either side. They'll turn purple if I'm sliding or spinning up the wheels. Like there, see they've gone purple. Too late on the brakes. Okay. That's a nice line. That's probably the best line I've ever done round there. I don't think I'm definitely not losing traction on the rear wheels. I did a bit there, but yeah, it's definitely worth trying something, but see, the lap times to me suggest that it's heavy fuel load. My lap times anyway. I know I made a few mistakes, but the fact that I'm running in the late, well, should be the late 44s, that suggests to me that it's my fuel. Yeah, it'll bang right up to the 8, so it's not so much the rev limiter. Bearing in mind, when I was quali practicing, I was able to do 144, 143s, well 144s mid to earlies on 50 litres of fuel. My current fuel level's 86, so bearing in mind, I added tyre wear onto there. I'm definitely late 44s. It's about right. I don't think for a second it's my driving. They're doing the same times as me, so I just need to get past them now. I was a bit dodgy. Nearly lost it there. I tell you, this is a corner that I'm losing a bit of time on. You can't wait to get on the accelerator coming out of there, but you do it too soon, you'll spin up. It's so tempting there on the chicane to just run out wide and flat out, but you'll get a penalty for it all day long. Alright, so let's see what the leader crosses the line at. 144.7. And I did a 144.4. I tell you what, it is bigger than anything, it's consistency. When I get too close, I'm watching their braking points rather than looking for my own. Which you kind of have to do because you don't want to run into the back of them, but oh, car nearly killed me then, that curb. See what I mean though? Do a fast lap like the 144.4 and then follow it up with a lap that's a second slower. Just settle down into the race. Go, go. And there we go again. Another fast lap coming in. Early 144s, but it's, if I follow it up with a lap that's a second slower, it's just pointless. I'll brake too early then. I'll try not to bang off so much to see what happens. Bit heavy on the throttle there, exiting out of the chicane. Oh, close now. 144.4 again. Let's go.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Not the tidiest of moves, but you know what? I'll take it. It means I can concentrate now on getting after the other cars. Well, unless he stuffs it down the inside. It's not bad, half a second down on lap time, considering I made an overtake. I'll take that. Oh, there's a big sausage curve on the inside there. One and a half seconds behind second place, so I think it's starting to come back to me now. And 3/10 in sector 2 on him. Too much inside curb there. I'm still lapping faster than the leader though. This race is nowhere near over. Approaching the 143s now. Well, it's about right as well. We're getting down to 50 litres of fuel, 63, but I guess you could maybe argue it was my setup. Nice. You could argue that it was my setup, which is what caused me problems in the first half an hour of this race. Heavy fuel load. I'm going to have to get past him fairly soon. It's not that he's holding me up so much, but he's holding me up. It's not blatantly obvious, but it affects so many things with a car in front of you that's not as fast. Where would you say is the best opportunity for overtaking? Any ideas? Down into here is not bad. Well, I'm not close enough this lap. Turn 1 if I can get a good exit. Come on! Now we've got a chance, same as the other guy. Whoa! Back wheel on a curb. I was looking at it spin out completely, but That's going to make winning this race really hard. Well, not much to lose now, really. It's definitely not over. That's the problem, really. It's not just that it's 100% difficulty, but with 90% aggression as well. These don't make it easy for you. I don't fancy my chances into the hairpin either. Flash them lights. Move!
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
You see that? Force the mistake. So apparently my driver's stint is ending soon. 14 minutes. With the amount of fuel that I've got left in the car, I've used 70 litres so far, so we'll see. I'm having to go defensive now. All that down to one mistake. too early on the brakes. I don't think I've ever got that hairpin right. Three and a half seconds to the car ahead is nearly 10 seconds to the lead as well. That's going to take some serious work. Well, I'm going to have to set fastest laps after fastest laps, really. Doing stuff like that is not going to help. That might be the first time I've actually got turn 6 correct. Time to box. Okay. Not the best pit stop either. Overcooked me marks.
Mandatory stop attack here. Come on, go.
I think I've just lost 2 positions at the pits as well. Maybe more.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That's silly, but I got away with it. Oh, he's going for it. This certainly is aggressive. He's going for it.
Clear on the left.
This Audi's really pushing. I need to push. Get away from that Van Thor. In the Audi, Jesus, he put us some pressure. 143.9 now. It's the fastest lap of the race so far.
Car on the right.
Come on, Porsche, move.
Clear on the right.
It's contact. Alright, take care, man.
Gaining on the car ahead is sector 1.
Thank you everybody for joining me today.